completo de mi vida y no puedo, te sigo queriendo, me duele por dentro, mi alma y mi aliento, por ti estoy sufriendo, el amor que se fue en el viento y vuela, volando se fue, y vuela, volando se fue, y vuela, volando se fue, y vuela.
Delicious, that car. Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.com.
Caminando en la vida y se siente bien frío. No sé si es mi destino, pero yo quería que supieras conmigo.
Delicious.com.
Todo se fue volando en el viento. Todos los sentimientos.
Delicious.com. Fly Paper Products. What's up, y'all? Todo se puedo. Juan Joserero, aka Accused, featuring Max Osorio, called Vuela. And they gave me permission. Big ups to my American, what is it? Asian Major, Asian Minor, Asian Supreme. To my Asian Major brothers, family. Vuela. Vuela Supreme. Vuela. Drop another one. This was Cuando and it stopped out Big guys, come by the elbow. Todo se puede. Please, my Spanish is not that great because I haven't been around the culture in a long time, so please forgive me. Any other language, if I watch it, because I haven't been around y'all culture lately. I've been around niggas all the past 10 years. Then they call it ebonics. So I'm close to robotics, right?
Yo quería cantar cuando lo intenté, me dije esto es para mí.
Take us in the prayer.
Cuando yo era niño,
Dear Abba, we ask you to grant us permission to talk to your children. We ask for permission to speak your name. We ask for permission to elaborate on your creativity, on your creation, and on your architectural skills. We ask that you open up our minds, our hearts. We ask that you open up our courage. And that you help us to combat the wickedness in ourselves and the wickedness that we planted around us, that we can uproot those things and then walk through this darkness without any fear. And then when they see your chosen ones dance, that they wish they asked for that same permission. Heavenly Father, we ask that you would show these wicked people that they had the exact same opportunity to seek your face like anybody else. So please confirm this is your will. For my will is to be in your will. Because being in your will, we don't run flat. We don't never go without. By the power of the Holy Spirit, I come. And to the prophet before me and after me, I humbly ask and pray. Good day, folks. These last couple of videos, I didn't want to put my face up. My little thing burnt out. You know, I'm working on a couple of different devices because they're tracing my IP address and T-Mobile, whatever, whoever, whatever, supposed to have the secure net and all that. And won't call it T-Mobile and other companies to tell them why my stuff not working and I'm paying full price for everything. So I apologize for any glitches, smudges, inconsistencies in the quality of the video. But I'm not here to make a smooth video. I'm here to deliver a clear image of the connection between man and his creator. I am one man who loves his creator. You are one man that can learn to love their creator, and you are one woman that can love their creator. So it's not my fear, not my fault, or not my issue if you choose to use that same energy for the total opposite. Now I'm going to tell you something about time. Why I tell you time is my friend, and why I know everything but I know nothing. I'm everywhere but I'm somewhere. And I care but I don't care. But I'm in the care. I am in the A that's in the care. I am the artist in the car. I am the air that's in the care. But every time I look around about myself, where is your R? What are you doing? What are you being? What are you seeing? In fact, why are you all in my fucking backyard? So I know why now. I knew why when I was a baby. I'm the only one with this big ass head with all these dark niggas. I knew I wasn't in their family. I remember my grandfather, James Weathers Buckwheat, which I don't even know is my grandfather now. I don't even know who's what. I don't even know. And don't give a fuck. I don't. And I'd be lying if I told you that I have any emotion about this. I would be lying. So since I'm not good at it, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't make a good liar, man. I'm not good at it. Why? Because I tell on myself. And for some reason, when everybody else get a good idea, they get a nice light bulb. Mine say he did it. Real shit. All my life, everybody else get a light bulb, and I get he did it. Fed up. So I knew shit was on and cracking. I knew something was strange when people couldn't see what I could see. I knew shit wasn't right when all my life I'm by myself. I don't even remember having any friends until I was about 13. I got to the Hill District. I think the only thing I remember was a bunch of hoes and a bunch of fucking little girls fucking with my toys. And a bunch of niggas on horses. Some old women. Later on, come to find out I was practicing magic and Eastern stars and shit. Then later on, find out another one became a major teacher for a bunch of churches around the city. Then I started getting flashbacks of how my grandma Lucille used to be down here downtown on Stagwood Street around all these judges, politicians. Then it dawned on me that my dad's family is around the same people. So now when I get this wave of downloads, I was saying somebody trying to kill me downtown. They sent me down here to this building to kill me. They did, y'all. My own family sent me down here for me to get so I can die. They could blank out the cameras. You know what I mean? I guess the long story short, I ain't safe where I'm at right here. So, my days is numbered, y'all. My hands is in the Most High's hands. And I'm okay with that. Because I ain't guilty. It's nothing like walking through life when you ain't guilty. When you don't wake up wanting to hurt something, nothing, and you just eager to get involved. When I come to find out, nature. And I'm remembering all my life that I would always go off to myself with my pets. And so I use these pets and nature as my family. I never fitted in. I knew I didn't. I never got what I wanted, but I got what I needed as a child. I'm not going to say, for the most part, that I can remember. But now, when I understand MK Ultra, ancient Hollywood spells, magic, ancient Kemet magic, half my family's in the fucking black magic from Africa, other family in white magic from Ireland, other family magic from Christianity, other magic from Greece, and I'm like, this is weird, man. It's weird, And all my life, I'm going through life that I can remember. Really, as I'm really looking back, every time I asked for something, I got beat up. Every time I wanted to go somewhere, it was always a problem. I share with people why here's the truth nobody wants to know. Everybody that was going to tell me about something that I needed to know, are all dead. My mom, my Uncle Reem, my little cousin Keisha was upset. I remember my grandmother Lucille and I remember my grandmother Jane. They was healthy as fuck. And all of a sudden they just died back to back and it's 144. There's 1044 between the zero is 144. So there is some truth to this. And I think every one of my family members need to be investigated of why everybody's in this life is dead, except for me and my dad, or injured. And I keep hearing that Courtney Weathers and Bill Thompson is not my mother and father. Why do I keep hearing that? Why? And it makes sense. Because everybody that I'm close to is dead except for Kevin Mans. Who so happened, I'm not saying anything good or bad about the dude. I'm just telling you what I fucking know. My experience. Around me, nigga ain't never did shit. When was in DC, Job Corps, I let this nigga feel good. Because every time I had the best hoes and all that, he'd get jealous. That's why he stuck around me. But his friends didn't fuck with me, so only way I could fuck with Cav's friends is if I fucked with Cav. But only reason why they fuck with me because Cav fucked with me because Cav knew something about me that they didn't give a fuck about. But for some reason, they all like my sister. And I'm thinking, how my sister Dawn is more friends with the niggas I grew up with? Now, what's the odds of my sister being more friends than the niggas that I grew up with? What's the odds of that happening with a bitch who's more friends with my cousins in Lincoln Avenue? Then I moved to another spot. This bitch is more friends than with this nigga. Then I moved to another spot. These niggas is more friends with these niggas. And everywhere I go, somebody's more friends with the motherfuckers that die. And I'm looking at everybody created all these circles around my energy. But as long as social media and the police and the judges can get a dumbass bookworm or a dumbass nigga bitch like my mom and dad or family member to say, yeah, he's crazy, because the whole world would say, if your mom and dad don't love you, you're a fucked up son, daughter, whatever. Well, guess what? Fuck all you. Fuck all you. And I hope all you die. I hope all you get sick. And I'm tired of, and this is crazy. I don't even know Stacey Anderson from a can of paint for real. How does this bitch know to even conjure up in her mind that I was either raped as a baby and my mom is not my mom, and here I'm hearing this shit a lot. And she tried to poison me and tried to put me in jail so many times, just like my mother. And then every time I buy a new vehicle, because it's my mom and she's getting old, I'm like, okay, since everybody else is dead, just you and me, I'm going to share some energy with you, but I ain't going back to jail so you can bling bling and talk about your bills. And speaking of bill, and here's the funny part about this shit, y'all. Now, the people who's supposed to be my friends and said they was my friends and we cool, I see them every day, what's up, oh, da, da, da. What's the odds that all their firstborn children is dead? I don't hear shit from them, nothing. Even my mom's secondborn is dead because I'm the firstborn, obviously, supposedly. So that's my mom's firstborn, Rashard Weathers. For real, that's not my mom, that's her firstborn. Amongst other abortions, I don't know. And then my dad, because he used to be a pimp, I might be his third, fourth born, I don't know the fucking know. But nonetheless, they all had judges, senators, policemen, doctors, lawyers in the city to fabricate documents. And it makes sense. Y'all killed everybody that was in line for some type of money inheritance. And somebody came up with an idea that one group under the Masonic emblem of the Brotherhood, that if the Masons and the judges help y'all out, y'all will give a percentage plus protection for the next, 100 years or some shit? And then you have to breed your children in order for them to keep eating from that till God do something different. Now, I could be wrong. I pray I'm wrong. I've prayed I'm fucking wrong. But here's the fuck part, y'all. I'm never wrong. Never wrong. My tuition, the frequencies, the birds, the elements that kept me hugged up when I thought my mom and dad and grandmoms and cousins and family supposed to hug me up, rejected me. My own neighborhood, my own city, my own family rejected me, and I've done nothing wrong to you. I guess this is a Jesus moment, huh? Not because I said so, because the results, says Murray Povich. Hey Murray, get the envelope. Who's the baby's daddy? Not you niggas. You know how it took a lot out of me to even get this out. Because I'm like, you know, I don't want nobody to go to jail or get in trouble or nothing like that. I'd rather see you die in the sunlight. Really. I don't want you to die slow or in jail. I want you to go out in the sun and just melt. And I don't want you to beg God for mercy. That's what I want to see. I don't want to touch you. I just want to watch you beg for mercy. Then I keep hearing how they sacrificed my mom and dad. But I keep hearing this story that my dad's mom and dad got murdered. And that these 3 women raised my dad. Now, I meet this girl, woman. She's a Taurus. I'm going to call her Miss Woods. And I'll be goddamn if she didn't have almost the goddamn same story. Where her mother is, where my mother is, just all of it was the same. And they all ran to a Mason Dixieland line. They all ran to the Masons called churches. And you couldn't be a good church member or a good preacher or a good head of community if you didn't take the oath of Nimrod. And if you don't know what that is, you might want to go research what you swore to. Now, if my memory serves me right, y'all killed Della Fraser. She was old. You never fucked with her. And she didn't like none of you niggas. And I always knew why. Because I didn't like you niggas either. Quiet as kept. Thompsons, Bensons, Weathers. I didn't like none of you niggas. You know why? Because like Beverly's and Andersons and Browns, y'all were sick. You were steel mill, wannabe, rich, white, Alpha Zeta, Omega Psi Phi, white niggas. And you sold your soul to perm your hair just to become a pimp in the 60s. And then you went back in time and took the perm out and the jerry curl and put some spray paint on your face and some weave in your hair and went back to white daddy's dick and balls. You black pieces of shit. We hate you. And if this is true, I love the Most High enough that I'm going to move on. I'm done with it. It's official. You're not my family. You don't practice the 10 Commandments, one, first of all. I even said that. My mother and father lives and breathes the 10 Commandments. My wife, my brother, my friends. And because none of you do, I don't know you. I don't have no mercy. Don't call me and say, hey, can you talk to the judge? Can you talk to God? Fuck you. I want for you what you want for me. So that means I don't have to play God. I don't have to watch my back. I don't have to have my opposite polar ask me what the fuck am I doing with your organs in my hands. Yeah. 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 I have a whole collection of y'all heads already. I just didn't do it. Every time I seen one of you motherfuckers, you was dead. And I used to tell y'all. Matter of fact, I used to tell the person next to us in a story. I used to tell them, if you've been robbed or hurt, and you know the person that's doing this to you, but they don't know that you know, should you kill them right now or just let them keep walking in their ignorance? You know what the consensus said? Leave it in the Most High's hands. And that made me feel so wonderful. It made me feel wonderful. And that day, in 2013, when my mother dropped me off and my dog, either coming from California to protect her and to be there for her, and when my Uncle William Johnson was my mother, after I painted their mother's house, wiped their mother's floors, made sure their mother was okay, which is my grandmother, Jane Weathers, and just for her to die and treat her house and her heart the way y'all did. Same thing, Brown family, all y'all motherfuckers up on Clark Street with my grandma Lucille, left you a house. All these dead people left y'all houses and money and y'all fucked it up. Y'all don't have a car, y'all don't have a legit company, you don't have God, you don't have the respect of the police, the community, nothing. You don't have shit, and you're spending all this time fucking with me. You're telling the whole world I'm crazy, but the people that do murder for money and inheritance, you got the shit. You killed the niggas for the shit that you wanted, and you still a piece of shit. Why? Because you need more money. How do a motherfucker give you an inheritance just to turn around 5 years later, you need more money? How many cars do you buy? How many guns? How many fake businesses? How many donations do you give to every church to line your pockets after get a golf course? And then stick around with different women, people's children. Oh, that's Pastor so-and-so. So would you stick your dick in their mouth? Okay. You know why Lauren Mans died at church? Because his blood nephew, Kevin Mans, is wicked. Yeah. That's what get them all mad. See, this is what I learned about these people's anger. This is how I know they're guilty. Everybody that did something wrong to me, I had the privilege of seeing them get sick and die. Because I tell them, you're going to die. I said, when I come around, if I leave my crib, if I leave my prayer spot, and if I have to go outside and get on the bus or get a car, and I come see you, that's because you done did something wrong. And time is up. Because you don't fuck with me and I don't fuck with you. And you done did something that struck my curiosity. Because once I'm curious about something, I don't quit. And I got enough patience too. Hint, hint. I got enough patience. Hint, hint. Time is my friend. So it'll all come out. Piece by piece, tower by tower. And so I was in meditation, you know, giggling with the collective card readers. I want to say big ups to y'all. Share y'all content. And now I know why they say in the Bible when they rewrote it, necromancy is definitely a no-no. Just a lot of shit definitely a no-no according to Ten Commandments. Done. But when you have a relationship now you got the heart chakra of what God wants for you to do as an individual. Now, as a child, you say, Father, can I go over here to these people because I want to learn some stuff and will you protect me? Because you begin to ask like a child, can you go somewhere? And that's why spiritual Medusa. A spiritual Medusa will put out in the ethers. And any other tarot reader that keeps speaking on my pain, I'll hand you all my pain and everybody else's pain I collected. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth, bitch. Before you go blind. You see that? Your semester-long creative project. Now, we can make this project last, or we can make it end real soon. To any other wicked tarot card readers, or any wicked souls on the planet, if you don't want the Most High and His angels and guys and gals like myself, mind your motherfucking business. Alright? I'm not going to tell you no more Medusa spiritual. Especially with the name Medusa. So right there, Gargon. 3 sisters. So you're part of the problem. So I think I might have to pray and ask for your removal. You're in the wrong game, little girl. So let's improvise on that too. Hit my trusty light. Now, I was thinking about the process of the Most High said, do not eat from the tree of good and evil. Let's get a little taste of that. Do not eat from the tree of good and evil. You notice she looks indigenous, got a crystal ball, and the heart poured out. Assignment done. This is the witchcraft here. Lost humanity is fascinated with demons. Check. So Yah opens the pit and lets humanity taste the searing torments of Satan's what? Words, music, religion, sacrifices of my family, wanted me to shut up, wanted to put fear on me, sex spells, people at my door, people tapping my phone and shit like that. Not the good guys, but, you know, homosexuals wanting to have sex with me, and I'm like, you're sick, man. Y'all sick, bro. Like, you're sick. Look, man. You're sick. Lost humanity seeks to rule themselves. So God sends fake Jesus. Kurt Franklin, P. Diddy. I took this picture for a reason, because it was spiritual. Let's show you how the gods talk. Ronald Winfield. You see that? After that, just did some studying, nigga. Let me help you out. Miss Haley. B. Mr. Thompson, the church. Sacrificing, killing people. What I can't understand, what was the odds of y'all kissing my Uncle George's ass when Aunt Alice was alive? As soon as Uncle Alice died, I don't know how she got sick, but she died. And then y'all abandoned Uncle George. Tammy comes from out of nowhere and y'all feed him all types of drugs. So now that his brain is gone, Anthony's brain is gone, Anton's brain is mush, Diesel's soul is gone, Pasquale's ego is so big with that short little nigga shit and stuck in the past. What do y'all got left? East Hills, the Hill District. Everybody involved. What do you really got left? No, what do you got left? That you think you're gonna kill me to keep doing this? I'll tell you something my mom did 2 days ago. For one, I cut you niggas off. Y'all philosophies, I've been cut that shit off. But I tried it to make sure I was right. My mom put me in jail 2 times for no reason. And when I ask you bitch ass niggas what happened when your mom put you in jail for no reason, y'all don't say shit. But as soon as my mom says something, then I'm a rotten nigga. I'm a bad son, I'm this. But y'all never say how bad this black woman is. Or how bad your black mother is. Or black wife or whatever. You know why? Because she's a bitch too. Keep it 1,000. That's how a lot of people's dying and getting in the situation they're in. And they want to put a hit on my head. Hey, Eugene. Dude, you didn't do shit for me when I moved up Mount Washington, motherfucker. You rode me around that little raggedy ass blue car you got. You know what I mean? And because you was chasing crack and your fuckboy lovers, and you got in your car and you crashed your shit. I sold over 100-something cars, pussy ass nigga. I ain't fuck up not one car. That's why my name is Immaculate One. And that's why your name is Buzz and Bugs and Bug with your fucking bit bug ass house ass nigga. Same thing with you, Stacey Lane. You know how niggas for Wilkesburg, really? Because they act just like the city of Wilkesburg. Run down. Abandoned houses. No, you know they say the hardest where the home is at. Don't nobody want to do shit for Wilkesburg. And this is why. East Hills has been isolated since they closed Sears down. Why? Homewood ain't been the same since what? Why? The Hill ain't been the same since what? Why? St. Clair, nowhere has been the same since what? You know why? Because y'all self-sacrificing and killing people for money. And then you get that money and you go right downtown, South Side, and other little cities and spend your money with them and then come back home and sacrifice another cousin or another family member. You all gotta go. You're changing to the guard. The cave. You right. I'm like, no way in the hell, from childbirth up until last year, no friends, no family, no support. But I can go anywhere else in any other city, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay. But God sent me back here to you, motherfuckers. So you're not fighting me, y'all fighting God. I didn't want to come back here. Hey, E-Man, my Nigerian friends and everybody in California, did I not bitch? Did I not cry and say I'm not going back fucking with Pittsburgh? I ain't want to fuck with you niggas. I don't know you, you don't know me. My parents didn't want to fuck with me, I ain't want to fuck with them. I didn't say, oh, because you're a bad son. No, because you like to sacrifice innocent people. You are murderers, you're killers, you're demons, you're deceptive, you are wicked, black people. All black people in Pittsburgh are wicked, all of you. Africa, I don't give a fuck what you is, you're wicked, man. Here's how I know. Let me read this to you. It was a download, but it's nothing. It's new, but it's not new. Check it out. Love, hate. Hate, love. This is why you don't know when it comes push to shove. When the Most High had us put this story on in our Oracle records about His creation, a man of the earth and a man of a woman of the man of the earth and the woman of the earth. And when the man and woman of the earth, the perfect polar opposites, but yet the same, there was a disagreement in the brain. And the earth woman, the black woman, this is how she became black. This is how you become a black woman. Since y'all smart, you dumb bitches. You're just like your mother. You dumb bitch. You dumb black bitch. You're just like your mother. And this is why I'm calling you a dumb black bitch. All black women. This is why I call you a dumb bitch. The first woman was earth tone. Beautiful. Everything God loved. The first man, earth tone. Beautiful. Everything God loved. He loved it so much, He called us all good. Done, motherfucker. How do you become black? Now, you're a man, woman, all good. Now, how you become black? All good covers every fucking thing, bitch. Until you put your black woman in there, bitch. Here's the interjection. I don't feel I should have to listen to him. Who are you to tell me that he should lay on my sheets or in my house or lay and rest in my face talking to God? Who are you, God, to put this man who's been working all his life for you in my face. I want a man who works for me, God. Fuck this man and fuck you. I'm out. And that's the day you became a black bitch. And you open up your pussy hole, Vanna Black, the wonderful primordial sea, the black pussy that all humanity came out. Well, guess what, black bitch? There wasn't no man came out that pussy. You know why? Because you said fuck the man. You know what you put in that pussy hole? You put in demons, you black bitch. You're the first demon bitch called Lilith. And every baby you get, you eat the motherfucker. Yeah, we got historical, oracle, spiritual, the whole 9 proof. You wicked bitch. That's why trafficking is so nonchalant. That's why bestiality is on the planet. The white man didn't do that. The black bitch did that. And in her infinite emotions, she got the whole planet working off an emotion called a selfie. You weak ass niggas. And if you a nigga with spray paint and makeup on your face trying to fix a beard, you's a bitch with a lot of money, with a bunch of muscles. And the only way you get away from being a bitch ass nigga is going to go punch somebody in the mouth who's telling you the truth. And then you get a bitch ass bitch. You say, oh, you're big and strong with your dreads and all your money and your trucks and your motorcycles and your little clubs. Oh, you look like you got money. Oh, look at your gangster name, Diesel. The fuck out of here. Pussy ass niggas. They're a bunch of bitches. So now the man on the other side, this nigga, he watching old girl fuck the reindeer, fuck Santa Claus, fuck the Easter rabbit, the Easter worm, the Christmas crocodile, the Halloween cougar. I mean, we got half snake niggas, half bird bitches, and I mean, y'all worship any fucking thing that bitch pushed out her pussy. You know how I know? Because you do it today. So, let me speed you up to this time. My mom called me. Now, mind you, she old as fuck. I showed some mercy. I'm saying, you know what? I ain't got to do shit. Mama, you ain't got to do shit. Come here. I'm gonna fuck with you one more time. Come fuck with me. You just take care of your bills. You look out for me. You know what I mean? Till I get through this, go through this spiritual blockades and shit. Man, this nigga. I'm like, this nigga must think I'm 10 years old. Want to give me $5 here, $10 here. I'm like, nigga, you're not even working. You're not doing shit. And I'm not calling nobody co-signing on you not. You won't even come upstairs and see if I'm alright. Now you say, well, why are you mentioning this shit now? Because I'm sharing with her that this information and shit that's been coming together, and that's people try to poison me, like Stacy, Erica setting me up, and you know, Antoine and them. Then people stab me in my eye and they helping me calling the police. And then what I'm trying to hold justice about me almost getting murdered, they want to threaten my life because their girlfriends and their friends are trying to kill me. So you done, Antoine Washington. I want for you what you wanted from me. When you let your friends, Bolt and Mulatto, try to kill me, and your little girlfriend who's a dope fiend leaving her babies and shit, while my eyes is fucked, while my shit almost got gouged out with a knife. Same thing with all you niggas up on Lake at 5100. I want you all dead, removed, jail. I don't give a fuck. Because for some reason, when I'm getting beat, cut, stabbed, for no reason, it's cool. But as soon as I get one of you motherfuckers back, you call the police. We get that documented. That's documented. And it's on camera. Every time y'all see a nigga that want to jump me, I whoop their ass, y'all send me to jail. How does that work? How do you send niggas to beat me up? I beat all they asses, but I go to jail. But you still shit smoking weed with the boss and with the plug, and you fucking with the real gangsters, and here you a peon. I can't wait till the hood find you niggas out. Because I told them, I've been told niggas that mean anything in the city, if y'all sit back and watch, y'all make a lot of money fuck with me. Because you can make bets on all these niggas that going to tell, crumble, fake, ain't shit. And every time one of my big homies asks me, oh, where's all your dogs? Well, anytime grandma or granddad asks me, oh, where's all your trucks? Anytime I'm in jail, at the mall, laundromat, at the store shopping, chilling, and the people ask me, oh, when we going back to work? And I say, I don't know, because my family assassinated my other family members and tried to kill me and put me in the hospital and stole all my shit. And then called their favorite cop, the twins in Homewood, their favorite judge in Homewood, 2 other judges downtown, to tell them that I was driving without a license 400 and something times. And they get to court, and there's a judge with all these tickets in front of all these people on camera is going to chastise me and call me the disgrace to Allegheny County that I'm a sicko, because who gets 400 driving without a license and still drives? Who does that? So I go to court June 5th for an attack on my freedom and on my person by Port Authority Regional Transit. So I'm praying for SPL prayers. They remove this. It turns out to a lawsuit, man. So we can rebuild, man, and come get y'all, get our children to work and teach them something. And I gotta go to preliminary hearing the 25th because Kim Hoops lied to Allegheny County courts and the system that I got a DUI drunken driving behind the wheel of a 9-bot scooter. Yeah, I got it recorded. It's a recorded court record where she handed down she was sitting down, she said, I'll send this case downtown because you know better than to be drinking and driving behind the wheel of a scooter. Yeah! She said that. She said she's going to hold felony charges for downtown and other charges for downtown for a DUI driving behind the wheel of a electric scooter. Yeah. And so now somebody been trying to steal my scooters and sent my scooter back, and now it's come back in pieces. So I guess they want me to send my scooter back so I don't have it as evidence. So I got the evidence that I had for the scooter, brand new, and they are ready to fuck my shit all up. Cars. And I know, and as I'm thinking too, I'm like, Mom, if that's my mother, why every time I buy a new car or a new bike, motorcycle, anything new ideas, and I say, come on, let's go, I got you, I always end up in jail. I'll tell you another cold thing. My grandmother Lucille, this is how I know these are my family members for real. My grandmother Lucille had a white man who was a dope fiend. My cousin Keisha, who was a gay dope fiend. Her son, his girlfriend, their new baby, 6 cats, 4 dogs. They can all lay in the house. I could not lay on the porch. Cold as hell. She said I could not lay on her porch. My grandmother Jane Weathers painted her house whole nine. I couldn't sleep on her porch either. Bill Thompson, my dad, pastor, couldn't sleep on his porch. I couldn't sleep on nobody's porch. Why? And the first thing they would say is because you was on drugs. And I'm thinking, how did I get on drugs in the first place? Oh, you, Dad. I forgot my own father and mother and y'all friends put me on drugs like y'all doing other people's children right now, putting people on drugs. Like Erica Beverly. All her children sell drugs. Yeah, I'm fed up with y'all now. Y'all need to be removed, man. Y'all putrid. So Adam, he's in his bag. You know, I guess his penis got hard if he had one, I don't know. But the woman now called a black bitch, because she's away from what? The light. She's all fucking the animals and doing her vainglory, getting her bling bling on. Getting her Eastern Star. Sounds familiar? Getting her Venus on. Because she left at night. And isn't it ironic that the freaks come out at night? Then it seems like all emotion comes out at night. You know why? Because your mother, Lilith, came out at night. So now this man needs to fulfill his obligations by nature. So God says, you know what? I'm going to create a different type of woman. We'll call her Eve. Why? Because Lilith left in the evening, bitch. Eve got her name called Evening to remind man what the black bitch did. While Adam was in the daytime talking to God, she went out and fucked around on him at night. That's why she's called the Owl or Drake or Dracula. Batcave, Diesel, you fuck nigga. You know why I said, I bring females up to Lincoln just to show people how evil all of you are. All of you. I pray the city of Pittsburgh, if I can't get it, I pray the city of Pittsburgh take the whole Lincoln Avenue off of you. I hope every time you park in front of your house, you get stopped. I hope every time somebody buy a drug, pick up a drug, you get stopped. I pray every time you smell like you're going to go get some pussy, you get stopped. Every time you think about picking up your legal gun, I want you to get a picture of somebody shooting you in your face. Every time you go to the bank, then you go pay your bill, I want you to lose your cars and your house keys. I want for you what you wanted from me. And like they say, it ain't personal. It's just business. So when I'm out of my father's business, your time is running out. I'm on my job. So now, the Most High, Adam doesn't know pain. He doesn't know blood. And he don't need to see pain and blood. That's the ignorance. You wicked bastards. That's why God didn't put in how he opened up Adam. Why? Because it would have freaked him out. He would have grown a lust for what he's made of. Because he might have started eating himself or having sex with himself called what? A transgender. Dummy. So what happens? The black bitch comes back over to the new woman, Eve. She don't know where this raggedy bitch come from. Her brain is fresh. Eve comes in looking like some nigga. Lilith. But the ancient stories say that was Satan who took Lilith, had their first children. So the child of Lilith and Satan is the one who seduced Eve. And so when Eve found out about blood, because he tore that pussy open, and that was her first menstrual cycle, that's why she was pregnated and said that's why you'll have birth pains. Because if the original woman would have laid with the original man, there's no pain in birth. How I know? Because what I assumed to be my firstborn, the mother was not in pain. And my son, Deshaun, did not cry. He never cried unless he... Oh, big head motherfucker. I'll never forget this day. Man, he don't never cry. But this particular night, I guess I went out partying, come home, and I had a hangover, and his mama dropped him off. My mom would go get him. I don't know what the fuck happened. But I woke up, I was in the bed. Somehow he ended up in the bed with me. So I grabbed him up under me, and I cuddle up, and I roll up on him like a bear over his car. And about an hour later, not in pain, just making noise. Oh, this motherfucker pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, man, for a split second I forgot that was a baby. Almost threw that motherfucker across the room. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. But they stole that from me. Remember Kim Dean, your mom, Pittsburgh police officer? All y'all black bitches, man, stole all my babies, children from me. Y'all kept me from having experience of being a good dad. How's the new daddy doing now? How is you living now? How smart is the children now with this version of daddy? Wow, impressive. The children of Lilith versus the children of Eve. The twins of Lilith versus the twins of Eve. Satan, your father. Satan. Yah, our father. So we have two worlds going on here. One is wicked, and one who've learned good and evil through the spilling of blood. Back to the sacrifice. So I'm almost certain that because you guys are wicked, you murdered all the light-skinned ones in our family. And this so happened my grandfather died because he like to drink and shoot dope. And then your grandmother Bessie dies. That's fucked up. Y'all introduced my grandmother Bessie to some crack. Now, I'm not going to say it's you, Cousin Pam. But Brandy, my grandfather's girlfriend, somebody introduced my grandmother to crack, man. At 80 years old, somebody decided to turn my grandmother to a crackhead, then she died a crackhead. Man. And her son dies a junkie. And all these elders love me, man. They friends love me. I sat outside at the pool halls with them. And you mean to tell me I got not one elder as a friend? You know I'm an alien. You know I belong here. So I'm praying to get the fuck out of here, y'all. Straight up. I pray whatever job God sent me back to Pittsburgh to do, I pray it is done. But if I got to stay here, a lot of niggas got to die, get out the way, run that money in, tell the truth, be honest, do your jail time, whatever it is, be a man like you say you are. Because you was man and woman enough to defame my character, fuck my businesses up, take my business money from the PUA, had the government fuck with my shit, got all my shit tapped, you know, family trying to play that, tell me I'm crazy. Here I got documentation that says that I'm not. Then you got professionals fucking with the documentation saying that I am. You got judges and lawyers fucking with shit that say that I'm guilty of shit. Like, this is wild. I'm one dude. How much money is this? Like really, somebody here to tell me. I need to know what. Hey, Papa, I'm tired of dancing around the obvious. Because I really not thinking about no money or wanting to hurt nobody. And I really don't. I'm not. I need to know how much money is it that you got senators, judges, people like this. I'm not a bad guy. Look, I knew something was up when I'm looking at straight up dope fiend crackheads got 2 girlfriends or got 2 boyfriends. And they sit in them little cuts and garbage and trash and pigeon shit just as happy. And I'm like, that's amazing. I don't do none of that shit. We toured the whole country. And as a revolutionist to hurt people, but as a revolutionist to inform the people, I can't get one woman to even give a fuck whether I live or die or whatever. Not one woman. So I took that. And after that, all that desire to want to be cared about by a human being, I threw that shit in the trash. So I don't know if I could ever have a relationship with a person. Because I don't think I want one. I think only if, I can't say a woman. I'll put that in God's hands about a woman. But anything other than a woman that God has asked for me, only thing a female can do is suck my dick and get out my face. There's nothing you can really do for me or say to me. There's nothing. And for as a male, the best thing you can do for me is act like I'm invincible. Because I don't think about you. I don't even remember half of you. Let me say, that's a lie. I don't remember 99.9% of you niggas. Unless I see you walk down the street. Unless you tell me what's your name. Or unless you look at me with a mean mug and say, you don't know who I am? Shit, you ain't God, nigga. Fuck no. I don't know who you is. If I look hard enough, you look like a regular nigga. You do what every regular nigga do. You kill each other. You get jealous. You get some other dumb, jealous monkey motherfuckers. Listen to bullshit. They start spreading the bullshit. You get some greedy, hungry, lazy brain motherfuckers, and they get money to leave their cribs, listen to a motherfucker that ain't got shit. You go kill them. Why? Because they seen it on BET. Oh, they heard Cardi B sing it. Oh, I know what happened. Hip-hop is the new universal education for black history. Being a comedian is the epitome of being a sophist. Bouncing a ball down the court is far supreme than self-knowledge. Wearing a gold chain as big as an elephant's dick, Busta Rhymes, says that we're free. Praying for the same fucking God for 400 years. And get mad when somebody say they don't trust you. You get upset when a motherfucker smiles after you done said, I'm out of control. I'm supposed to be out of your control. That's how, that right there capped the whole curiosity of why I made this video. Let me get to you with this sacrifice shit. So now, Adam see his woman, and she's seductive, but he never met seductive before. Meanwhile, the Most High is in his zone because everything is what? All good. He don't need to be. In other words, if the ocean is still, then what's in or out the ocean is irrelevant. Why? Because it's water still. What's above water and below water don't get agitated and tell the creator of still water what happened until one of you fuck niggas stick your finger in the cookie jar. Now everybody's aware. See how that works? So now, nobody got their hands in the cookie jar except for Eve. Why? Because the cookie jar is Adam. He formed Adam with his hands. He made Adam the cookie jar. Eve was the cookie. So that cookie became a chocolate chip. But since there wasn't no wrong with the cookie jar, nobody cared about the cookies. It wasn't until the cookie jar and the cookie became one that all of a sudden, yo, who the fuck spilled milk on the kitchen floor, niggas? Where's the cookies? Where's the jar? And where's the little kid that left this trail? Who did this shit? Well, here come Cookie. The jar was way down Frankstown. And so I decided to stop at 7-Eleven on 5th and Broadway to hang out with macadamia nuts in them. And Joe Fufu. And Larry Lunchmeat. Alright. So you got all this in the cookie jar, huh, bitch? Well, he made me do it. He goes to the cookie jar. Nigga, what's this shit in the cookie jar? As clear as day, it says cookie jar. Here you got cereal, spilled milk, peanut butter and jelly, spoiled bananas, old ass lunch meat, pork knuckles, pork intestines, raw fish and eggs, snails, stanky ass pussies, STDs, guns, rape, murder, bombs. Where all this shit come in? None of this says cookie. I made you Adam for a cookie jar. Eve, I made you a cookie to go in the jar, and y'all just came with all this extra shit. Now I gotta make a new grocery store. So you can kick your ass out of John Eagles. Save a lot. Kroger's. Walmart. Where the fuck you niggas shop for what? A bargain. So now, the cookie jar is in another storefront dealing with what's what? Good and evil customers. Some people buy cookies just to feed them to the birds, and some people buy cookie jars just to put dog shit in them. You see how this works, little girls and boys? Bitch niggas and niggettes? Mr. and Mrs. Clowntastic. Welcome to the circus called church. Now that we have man equals what? Good and evil. Woman equals what? Good and evil. So by nature, yes, you have a devil and an angel side in you now. Because your dumbass got to make sure you're either going to feed the angel side in you or the nigga dump devil side in you. And if we bring in the score keep, nigga dump, you don't look good. Honky Town, you're not looking that good either. A Wong Town, you're not looking. None of y'all towns in little cities is looking good. Kemet Town, Black Town, Green Town, whatever your religion is, it's not gonna look good. You know why? Because you haven't conquered what is good and evil in you. So when you see another person, you say he's evil. And you see that girl over there, you say she's good. But when you look in the mirror, ain't no problem. How does that work? Now I'm confused. You see good and evil in everything but your bitch ass. Now we have a discussion. Now we have something to talk about. And now it's time to pull out the intellectual designer kit. And my mental joust uniform. Time to go to war. So now, the man and the woman is corrupt. Now they're what? Black men and women. They're corrupt now because they're white men and women. They're corrupt now because they're rich man and poor woman. Now they're what? Fat, skinny. Now they're what? This. You see what I'm saying? The man is not a man and was not a woman no more. Why? Because God told you don't eat from good and evil, and all of you do it anyway. And that's why, where I see that, I get to watch you die. Because it's in Scripture. Let's get that. Let's get out this bat cave. Judgment's been done on them. Now, I see what's getting out of that, didn't I? In your words breed good and evil. Oh, hell no. Oh, my timer's not going. So Eudaimon or Eudaimon. In Greek mythology was a type of daemon or genius. Deity. Genius. See? The genius is an individual instance of a general divine nature that is present in every individual person, place, or thing, much like a guardian angel. Venus would follow each man from the hour of his birth until the day he died. For women, it is Juno's spirit. So, if you know what we know, they have this demon spirit, because from here, they don't have what? God spirit. See this? The Roman religion genus is an instance of a divine nature that is an individual person, right? Or thing, much like a guardian angel. Much like an angel, what? From God. But this genus would follow each man from the hour until what? Birth till death. So you're a demon. See that? You don't have God in you. You don't have light in you. Lincoln Avenue. Those who might have sacrificed my parents or that. See what y'all do? Right there. That look like George Floyd. See the George Floyd? Bang, right there. Well or good, let me see. The word EU, which means well or good. Daemon means divinity, spirit, fate, or God. So who is God Jesus? A good demon. Done. If Jesus is God, he's the author of your fate, he's the author of your divine power and spirit, then he is a good, what? God. Right? Because Greek wrote your Bibles. Last time I heard an argument. Demon means replete. You was already pleaded by the Most High. Now you got to be repleted with knowledge of what? Good and evil. That's why the black man and the black woman are demons. They are the first good demons and evil demons. They became wicked when they created the white and black race. This is where wicked is born. Good and evil, alright, you gonna die, nigga, because you're gonna want to do some shit that's wicked. Alright. Now look at you. 90% of the planet is wicked. And now we gotta clean this shit up. Characteristics. The good demons in Greek mythology included deified heroes. Who's that? Jason of the Argonauts or Jesus of Argonauts. They were regarded intermediary spirits between gods and what? Men. So, who walks amongst men of the Most High? Demons. Jesus. What is he? An intermediary spirit. Demon. I am the bright morning star. Revelations. Demon. Daemon. You good demon. Done. So, we're going to say, in your words breed life and death. And they made that little was hell. What kind of shit is that? Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So, let me tell you something about you. sacrificial lamb to a good demon. Woo! Don't call me a demon. We come to get you, spiritual Medusa. Yeah, we come to get you. We're going to reveal the energy that you absorb. And since you want to shoot shots at me, I don't even know your little pink ass. You ain't no fucking Medusa. You're a fucking pig. Pork. Pooch. Lucky dog. Got me. Yeah, you sending me somewhere. Yeah, I know it ain't Kufi, Hebrew Muslims, but you know, after a while, man, you. Is it Lexicon? Strongs for death. Life from the word Cheya. Death from the word Muth. So death, Muth, or to die. M-U-T-H. Now, who was this rocket scientist that add the O to mouth? So, in your Muth, that mouth, you die. From your mouth, Big Pimpin', when you decide to run your mouth, you shall surely die. So whoever watches this video, let's see, we'll go back. Muth. That mouth. How you change it? Move. To die. I just learned something. I know that. So, that you eat from it, you will surely die. Will you eat from it with your mouth? You will surely die. What is a muth? We'll find this out. What is that M-O-O-T-H in Aramaic? Hold up. What does muth mean in Aramaic? See, I knew they would put booth, so I just put an M in there. We're going to read this to you. Now listen to this. Now, if you play with the words, mute, mouth, muth means to die. So when somebody wants to mute your emotions, they want you to die. When they want you to shut the fuck up after you being injured and you having emotions, they want you to die. When you are being abused and somebody say, dang, what's wrong, they want you to die. When you tell your church, the pastor raped my baby, and they say, you lying, motherfucker. And you ain't allowed back in the church. They put you on mute. But they want you to die. Because mute, mouth is synonymous with shutting the fuck up. So it leads me to believe, every time I talk to somebody in my family, or in a relationship of any sort here in Pittsburgh, and it's only in Pittsburgh, and family members, so-called family and friends, old family and friends, new. They all want me to move. Shut the fuck up. No matter what they do to me, it's shut up and take it in your ass. All it is, bitch, gay shit. Shut up and let me just keep fucking you over. So I put my book, all y'all gay. I don't fuck with none of y'all. They're all abominable. Cause for me to be on mute, shut my mouth or move, you want me to die. And that's how I know you hate me. You been setting me up, you robbed me, you stole from me. I'll bring you 3 whores up to Lincoln. You use them, you go to prison. I'm gonna give you 100. Everybody know in the city, and from what I was heard, my dad was one of the biggest pimps in this city. And they had a crew. So, if my dad was selling pussy, then obviously I grew up watching him sell pussy. What makes you think you was going to sell me as if I was pussy? That was funny. I had to make a game out of that one, y'all. I had to. I had to have fun with that. I had fun. Because I bring the 2 hoes up to Lincoln Avenue. I bring one who thinks she's the shit, but ain't nothing but a high-class whore. My own cousin, after doing 10 years of robbing a goddamn piece of gas, ain't hustled not one thing, ain't been on the streets that did shit. But he got some guys as his friends from when he was kids. So, and he got his friends and family to get him a little truck, and cool, congratulations. But the nigga got so big-headed, he started acting like he been on the streets forever, selling drugs and, you know. Now, you don't get no kudos for making a lot of money selling drugs. I don't know where y'all get that dumbass shit from. You ain't the shit, nigga. Because you got a bunch of clubs and cars from selling drugs to your own community. And then you take the money, the club, and the good weed and drugs, and pussy, to another city. That's why y'all gotta go. Straight up. Don't nobody else do that in their city except for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh niggas are the only ones that will kill their own fucking mother, own children, and go to Atlanta and New York and play like they balling. That's why a lot of y'all niggas can't leave Pittsburgh. Let me give you all an amnesia report, Pittsburgh gangsters want to be. Especially you new niggas. Because all you new niggas, we don't even know shit about you for real. Putting niggas' names on shit. You still call Snitchburg. I thought maybe I'd re-alert America. In case anybody got amnesia lately. Pittsburgh still Snitchburg. A nigga will sell you out for now later, bitch. I'm trying to tell you. You better not let a nigga get a sweet tooth and you got a whole case of now laters and he ain't got one. He's snitching. He gonna call the kids up and say, Daddy got your candy, niggas. Meanwhile, Dad done left 20 boxes in everybody else's room. This snappy nigga taking, you know. Where you steal that from? Steal what from? The now laters. What? Okay. I don't know. You ever notice something? You get something, and you go to a motherfucking nigga's house. Where you get that from? And then you tell them the truth. Oh, you stole it. God damn. I'm out of here. Fuck you niggas. I'm out. You can't have shit without somebody saying you stole it and how much crack you trade for it. Straight up. That is black American conversation. Who stole it? Who got killed? And can I pitch in? Well, pitch in is not bad. But it's after you just stole and killed somebody. How are you still getting to pitch in? This should be a law in nigga code. If you got an inheritance and you fucked it up in 2 years, you should never be able to buy drugs to flip again. I mean, you shouldn't do it in the first place, but some shit's a necessity. And we're just saying, you should not have a second option at that necessity. You should. It's a one shot, and that's only for no reason, for real. But for the sake of balance, you got one shot to buy you a hoopty. They'll get you a Monkey McDonald's job since won't nobody ride you to work. And you get your car for about $300-400. So that's what? Spend about $150. There's your car, gas, and that's gas for the week until you get your first paycheck. That's if you get a job that pays every week and you get paid 2 weeks. You're on your way. Simple, right? That's what I do. Let me be broke. I'll walk down the street. I'll go create me a motherfucker. Look, this is what I used to do, y'all. Real shit. I would walk and I just watch everybody else work. And I'd walk because I'm looking for shit that people may know or don't know or may need help with and don't need help with. Because that's what I do. I don't know about nobody else. So while you over there working, and I'm watching you work your ass off, I'm that guy that comes over with the let's work together smarter. And that job normally would have took 2 weeks. We got done with that motherfucker in 6 days. That's the magic I come with. When you got a deadline and you have a project, and say, hey, we need this jingle, we need this done. We got 3 years to get it done. Shit, we're done in 3 months. We're going to go party. And I don't mean fucking off like nigga party. We're talking about adult party. You sit back, breeze, talk politics, and how not to come that close again. So, we know man equals evil and good. We know woman equals evil and good. Where did the word human come from? Do anybody know where the word human come from? Why, when God said I made man and woman, Who put the two words hue? If you're not an animal. One who is of what? Vanity. Why? Because hue means color. And in order for you to appreciate color, you must have some type of vein in your eyes or a spectrum or a spectacular situation that you will want to see the color in things. Because you don't want to be what? Dull-minded. Have a dull picture. And we don't watch black and white TVs no more. We like color, especially high def. Man equals evil and good. Now we have a new man and a new woman who is what? Earth tone. But now we got a man of flesh and spirit and earth. We got a man of spirit and earth. But now we have a woman, a new woman. This one, the first woman was from spirit and earth like the man. The reason why the new woman has to submit to the man of the Most High is because she's made of fucking flesh. Man is not made of flesh. He's made of earth and spirit. So man is earth and spirit, and when he had sex with the woman of flesh and spirit, they became a new creature. You see that? The original man and woman of the earth and spirit had never touched. So now God is pissed. So now I have to create something to keep my new creation from being tainted. Now we have a protector. Who's our protector? The Most High. What do he use to protect us? His words in flesh. The Messiahs, plural, their names are God's expression in our flesh. Example. Clearly, I can't save my own ass. Clearly, I can't save your ass. Clearly, I don't have as much as you have. And clearly, I don't have as little as you have. Clearly, I'm not as big or short as you. So clearly, I am not you. Clearly. There is no dull vision or dull moment about that. And vice versa. So now we should be on the same plane, same thought, same concept or conception. Speaking of which, now we have a woman of spirit, of flesh and bone. And she has a spirit because the Most High gave it to her through what? Adam's spirit. That's why Adam is the first man over the fucking new woman. So, black bitch, you can stay on the other side of the fence, on the left side of the path. Matter of fact, the left side of the left path code. Let me get that up there. Let me prove this to you. Since the black woman like to promote death and the black man likes to promote death, let's show you your God. Shit, let me forget. Damn, what was I about to say? I'm a square front out. I forgot what I was about to say. Golly. So now, where do wickedness come from? We got man, woman. Man, woman is evil and good. So on the other side, I know what I was supposed to do, left. The left path cult. See this? I mean, let's go into the story though. No matter if we go here. The left hand path. Here's the left side. The organs. See, this is why they fuck with your organs. Your left side protects all your organs and all your emotions, called the woman. The left side of your body is the woman. The right side is the man, and that's why God said, I will protect what? The left side and the right side of you, not Jesus. Bang. Now, what is this? Is this a good demon? Intermediary spirits between gods and men, right? So what's between your left hand and your right hand? What's between your left hand and your right hand? You, nigga. What's between God and men? You, your soul. This is where wicked lives. Wickedness is not good, it's not evil. It's a condition of you, nigga. You are inherently wicked. You don't know your own heart. You don't know shit. Black man and black woman, you don't know shit. And this is why, to my family and friends, whatever, here in this city and anywhere else, I pray the Most High remove you because you have no desire to put any light of what is good in your heart. And that's why you'll use evil for wicked practice and you'll use good for wicked practice, so you have no respect for God's power over good and evil. Thus, do not eat from the tree of good and evil, and yet you still keep rising my nature to wrath. I don't understand. I just want what you owe me. A lot of y'all didn't have to go to jail. A lot of y'all didn't have to hear this shit. A lot of y'all didn't have to be embarrassed. But you know what you wanted to do? You wanted to be wicked. So let's talk about Godfrey. We found this thing on my what you call it. I don't know how this nigga's shit got into my documentation, man. I was thrown. I said, I know this nigga didn't do what I thought he did. See if I can find this shit. Look to my files. Close storage. What's this? Okay, I'm trying to find this document. Anyway, speaking of which, AFADS, CIA, I don't know if Keisha Brown, who's supposed to be doing taxes, still been copying my mail. Her little daughters, you know. One of her daughters got shut up a T-Sport. Was that, like I said, the last video felt kind of funny that all my families know the people I had just met when I came in from Virginia. I'm like, how you motherfuckers know each other? Like, they know each other and never said anything like, oh, I know her and we cool. And in other words, when you feel weird, right, that everywhere you go, you think you're introducing somebody, and here all this time they've been talking to each other and they've never told you that they talk to each other every other day. But they all got you thinking that this person or group that you with, they're talking as if they never known each other, but here they've known each other all this time. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this whole thing. I swear, Papa, whatever blessing I get from this day forward, I'm not messing with them. Nobody, somebody call my name, I ain't fucking with you. Nope, I'm not. I ain't fucking with nobody that I once knew. Straight up. I don't know nobody no more. I'm trying to find new people to know. I don't want to know you niggas no more. I want to know nothing about you no more. Don't call me about shit. Don't ask me about shit. Don't ask me to make a fucking call. Don't ask me nothing. No. I'm going to do you just like you did me. No access. No. Nothing. No water. No food. Nothing. No hustle. Nothing. No. Left-hand path is a generic term of any branch of what? Magic. Like they did me. Religion, Christian, Islam, Moor Science Temple, Kemet, or philosophy, college, high school, hip-hop, that stands in opposition to the usual spirit beliefs of the modern world. Opposition to who? Especially in the Western world, many of these sects and practices are popularly known as black, see that? Nigga magic. See, this is your father's Bible. The black magic. This is your father's Bible. This is black magic for black history, for black culture, for black people, for black men and women and children and dogs and cats. This is your world. Both within fiction and in reality. Some followers of left-hand path accept the label and many even actively play their evil status, while others believe themselves to be part of a counter movement rather than a what? Cult. So you know what this just told me? That people actually play their evil status like judge, husband, wife, cousin, tarot card, whatever. They play their evil status while others believe them to be a part of what? A counter movement. So you're a deceiver. All of you. I'm not praying the Most High remove me from amongst you. Until then, I'm going to sit to myself and take wherever they're going to try to give me until the Most High say, you know what, that's enough. And he take me from amongst y'all and I'll never see you again. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting for the Most High to see that I've taken enough beating from y'all. That when he picks me up and brushes me off and gives me my new robe, my new outfit, I don't have to see you or talk to you ever again. And that's what I'm hoping for. It is opposite, and that's why it's called the right-hand path. And it's stooped in. The left-hand path focuses more on individual strength. See, like my energy. And what? Sorcery. rather than the belief in God or miracles. See why they killed my family? They killed my family for black magic instead of waiting for the Most High and a miracle. This is this video is about. These people are wicked. They're no good for humanity or this community or the growth of America and Pittsburgh itself. By their own deeds and language, and let heaven and earth bear witness, and those who are suffering, addicts and prostitutes and the dead. Let them bear witness to these facts. And let them testify against me first. I'll go first. But if I'm innocent, then let the punishment fit the crime. Fucking devils. Move. Every time they wanted me to shut up, they were trying to kill me. Still on my shit. Trying to keep me mute. Trying to keep me from eating. Trying to keep me from getting a better housing, from being a better person. You know what they try to do? They want to keep me on drugs, give me some poison pussy with AIDS in it, and then hope I die of a fentanyl so they can get some type of family inheritance. Wow. And FYI, none of the elders fucked with none of you niggas, male or female. Dawn, Kayla, Bill, Courtney, Ronald, Big Ronald, Ron Weathers, none of y'all. Pam, Bessie didn't fuck with y'all, and Ann didn't fuck with y'all. Matter of fact, I'm listening to Rapper's Delight right now. Aunt Rita didn't even like you niggas except for Terry and Tommy. And Keisha Brown, I don't even remember your ass. Sicko, sick bitch. Nasty, sick bitch. Nasty. So listen to the language of the mute or the Muth people. So anytime you hear somebody talking about death in the spirit of rage, call them Muth niggas. Why? Body. Bring about my death. Bring death. Cause the death. Certainly die. Certainly put me to death. Corpse. Dead. Dead man. Dead. Deadly death. Deceased. Destroyed. Die. Shall be put. Die. Dying. Kill. Must die. Put him to death. Man, look. This is what they do. To the woman, you surely will not die. To the black woman. And to the black woman, you shall not surely die. All right here. To the woman. To the woman. And then when she listened to that dumbass shit, she became black at heart. Now, I don't want to see no man. Ain't no man above me. Them is my babies. Us men carry millions of sperm cells. You get one sperm cell up your butthole, it's yours. You ungrateful bitch. You get one baby out of a million up your ass, and you just want to take the first one for you. Like, no, you don't want to share the baby. You don't want to share the life of the baby. You want to take it down, take it to the nearest social worker and say, how much is my baby worth? He worked for a football contract for 2 years. He might make it through high school if his uncle don't sacrifice him for AK-47 in a movie deal. Shit like that. And what's put all this shit together? These dumbass niggas don't know that all their grandparents all the way into the 30s were all Masons. And they don't have a clue that they might be the next ones being sacrificed because I'm still alive. Sucks to be you that your mom and dad couldn't keep their word or their oath to Satan. Should have checked in with God. The funny shit though, this ain't nothing to do with Sister Woods. I hope it don't. Some tell me sort of kind of, but I hope it don't. I can hear Miss Woods telling me about Buzz and the dude girl, Erica McCoy. And soon as Miss Woods had mentioned, she said, she asked me, she said, you remember Buzz and his girlfriend that he was married for 16 years? I said, I never knew he was married. She said, yeah, he was married to a transgender. I said, Buzz? The guy that me and Cags would be cool with in Wilkesburg? Yeah. I never thought nothing about it, y'all. But she came in the house mad one day. I heard you cheating on me with Erica. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? I come to find out, Erica Beverly knows Erica McCoy, the transgender. So they both use Erica McCoy. So said, well, they must be gay because they all like doing heavy drugs and stealing. That Hill District shit. They said you take the nigga out the hill, but you can't take the hill out the nigga. That's bad. I don't know who made that dumb ass shit up. That's a damn shame. Shame. Who made that up? So now, look at this system. Man rules over all emotions. Why? Because evil and good became an emotion when the woman ate that into her organs. That's why all your emotions on the left side of your body. How I know? Because all my shit got punctured. The woman side of me got punctured. The feminine side, the left side, got punctured, got crushed. That's why I'm disabled. But people don't think I am. That's why I want your head, Medusa, spiritual. I want your tongue. Don't you ever put my personal health in your motherfucking mouth, you cracker bitch. Fuck YouTube and anybody else. People dig into my motherfucking personal health or records. Matter of fact, we find that video, I think I'm gonna sue your ass. Yeah, I gotta find me a lawyer for you. Don't you ever sit here and go into my medical records about my physical health, you white bitch. I don't even fucking know you. So I hope your mouth and your tongue get cleaved to the root of your mouth. Hope you go blind. I hope your tear cores burn up. Hope your house burn, bitch. I hope every time you do a reading, it's about your own death. And I hope each tooth fall out one by one. You old hag. That's what I want for you. I want you to turn into an old hag where you can't even stand up. Your whole bones is like spaghetti. Your skin is like iron, but your bones is like spaghetti. Imagine standing in that motherfucking house forever. You raggedy bitch. I'm over here coming for me. Man, you crazy. Tomorrow, peace, peace. God loves you. Shut the fuck up. Now, why is man over all things? One, because God made man first. Not because he made him first, but he was the first to inherit a body and spirit from the Most High. Nothing on the planet had the breath of life put in them. They had the breath of existence made with them. We have existence and the breath of life made in us and put and blew into us. Because you don't exist without what? Breath. Breath can exist without you. Yeah. So man exists by what? Getting a breath blown through his nostrils. Woman didn't exist by a breath given through her nostrils. She got her existence through the breath, the existence, the blood of man, bitch. That's why you have to submit to man, bitch. But since you're a bitch, you can't comprehend that. Dogs, animals, fish, and species, reptiles, they don't have no concept. So that's why they don't need to be circumcised. Their penises come up behind their skin, boom, boom, boom. STD, they got enzymes that allows them to live with that shit. So since the black man's a new dog and the black woman's a new bitch, now you die from STD, chlamydia, gonorrhea, because you fuck like animals. You're an animal. You're not cool, we don't like you, we don't want to be around you. And you had 400 years up until 2023 and counting to take that nigga shit off. That monkey shit. That parrot shit. But no. Every day I wake up, I get summoned and aroused into a new dimension. Like this tarot card shit. I don't like this shit. I don't like the fact that a percentage of my energy has me looking at tarot readers. That's either bad or good. But the fact that I have to question my own integrity of why the fuck am I watching so much of this shit. And it had dawned on me because some of you fuck niggas out here doing some black magic. You're working on the left-hand side of shit. Acting like you get the right frame of mind. You're praying like you're in your right frame of mind, but living from the left side of your body. Your emotions. You're a good demon. So now you live a life of talking of nothing but mute, or death language. You always want to put something to death. You always want to put something to death. You always want to put him to death or her to death. Us to death. Or you want to cause the death. You want to bring the pain. You want to bring about their demise. You like kill and the means to kill and the mortal to kill and the who must or must not die and surely die, you know what I mean? Hey, I got you. Oh, you ain't gonna die. Fuck out of here, nigga. Yes, I will. I can hit my mama. You need to do it like this. I'm your mama. You need to do it like this. Well, if I do it like you, God said I'm gonna die. Fuck you. Dad, son, you need to do this like this in the name of Jesus. And that. Well, guess what? God told me if I do it like you, I'm gonna die. To anybody else that want me to do me like you, he told me if I follow you dumbass motherfuckers, I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna be dead while you still doing you. Why? Because I stopped doing me because I listened to you that I should follow you. Leave me on the curb and follow you. Let me say that again. Can you imagine a whole bunch of people mad at you for not being like them? And God's right here saying, where's your loyalty? That's a no-brainer, nigga. I say that to the Most High. but to you motherfuckers. So that's why I'm over you. That's why I'm better than you. That's why I'm smarter than you. That's why I do things and go things better than you. Why? Because I chose to walk with the Most High, and you chose to walk with, I don't want to know why. See, I want to know why about the Most High. You don't want to know why. That's why it's A-E-I-O-U, and sometimes what? Why? And you will never be a winner. Why? Because it's only about you when it takes a W to spell weathers. Or winner. Or watch my back, friend. But since you're selfish, it's always you. And then get on the social media, nobody has my back, or da-da-da, or he got it easy, she got... No, you know why? Because it's always about you. There's not even a you and me. In fact, if you take the M in me and turn it upside down, there's still two U's. So even in me, I still need a you. But for some reason, in Black America, even in that me religion, they still forget about the W. You're smart. Sucks to be a nigga. Well, black and white, rather. Just game. So now, this is gonna blow your way back, Ness, Erica, whatever. This is why I named your son Ness, Baldy. Man over good and evil, right? So, me as a man, when I don't eat from the tree of good and evil, meaning I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't know what you're doing is good and evil. You know why? Because God knows the best of all men's affairs. I don't. I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing the next 20 minutes, let alone the next 20 hours. I don't care. I don't. And that's why I don't have a wicked bone in my heart. Because it's not my job to monitor your income or outcome on what you're going to give the Most High or not. I don't know what I'm going to give him from day to day. I'm hoping I got some shit to offer. Shit. But since I want to play Black Superman, Black Wonder Woman, and the Black Panther and Wakanda movie and shit, start buying masks for my children, got these little bastards thinking they're going to be a superhero and shit. But all they're going to be doing is the same shit your great-great-great-grandmothers and fathers was doing. Sacrificing each other for a gold chain and a pair of lizard boots. That's it. Chains, lizard boots, and a status. That's all you're good for. So now you live a life of wickedness. And so at the bottom of my paper, Erica Beverly, your name came up under wickedness. Because you told me when I was teaching at McDonald's, there wasn't nowhere around you. I'm teaching. There's 7 or 8 people of us at McDonald's having coffee, wonderful time. We're teaching, educating ourselves. And you decided to come here with your wickedness. Yeah, you and your son, that I call Ness. You're wicked and your son is called Ness. Together you're called wickedness. How I know? Because you and your son used my social security number and my California ID to order Deuce or whatever that shit y'all shipping in and out of the jails. Yeah, I said it. Because I didn't have a dark web issue till I started talking to you and your son. In fact, I didn't have any of this problem till you met me in motherfucking McDonald's, Erica Beverly. And then after that, you tell me you had a plan for a $4 million scam. And something I found out between you, Erica, Stacy, and Courtney, y'all talk too fucking much. Y'all talk so fucking much that you literally told the plan. and don't even know it. All three of you literally told me what all three of y'all was doing together. All three of y'all. I heard it from y'all own mouth, man. And then after I heard it, Millie died, Angie died, your uncle died, or somebody else died, I think. A couple other people died. Hey, what's your name? In Swissvale, she died. And I think Cece mysteriously died over there in Swissvale. Rankin. No sooner as I reminded you of that line, blah, blah, blah. All those people died in your family, Erica Beverly. And a couple people went to jail because your daughter's boyfriend snitched. And y'all all still together after I snitched on all these people. And after Garfield told me in jail, Erica Beverly, that you and your family is working with the feds and telling on people. In Detroit, North Carolina, Virginia, Florida, and here in Pittsburgh. And that's why you decided you want to go to school and scam elderly people for their food stamps and these little jobs with people who got these fake nursing homes that got busted in Florida. Yeah, feds, that fake nursing homes in Florida are up here in Pittsburgh too. Because they tried to get me, Erica Beverly, and some girl named Sparkle. And what's funny about that, when Sparkle pops up out of nowhere, I say, Sparkle, you know I've known you for a long time. She said, yeah, I can see you. She started getting a little flirty. I'm like, look, nigga, I know you. And I said, I know the other girl that used to had a little crack house in Salt Bear. I seen you three in action. I said, anytime you, Sparkle, they're trying to hustle in-home health care, and you talking to me like I'm stupid, I said, you sound like Erica Beverly. I said, Sparkle, you and Erica Beverly sound exactly the same. And Courtney, on how you're going to dictate to your client, this is what you're going to eat, this is where you're going to sit, this is where you're going to go, this is you're going to do this while I spend your money, steal from you, and whatever, and abuse you. Now, to the integrity of Sparkle, if anybody hear this video know her, I'm not saying she's involved. Oh, I'm not saying, you know what, fuck that, yes she is, because she don't call me. She can always call me with that bullshit like she like me or want to set me up. She's never home with Paulson, part of that mixture shit. And I tell these people, I said, look, man, I live literally in every neighborhood in this city. I went to every school, high school in this city. And I cut school with almost every hardhead in this city. And I got into fights, fight with, fight against, play football with everybody in this city who's who. This city is too small not to remember, nigga, that you had fun with, even if you was fighting back in the day. We all remember each other. Why? Because we didn't kill each other. We just beat each other up, played football, got some coochie, smoked a little joint, and went to school. So the video game came out, we did that. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing today, man. Shit. So, I want truth now or die. Why I keep saying die? Because that's what you want from me. And I don't know how many times I gotta keep sharing that with people. That's what you wanted from me. What book am I looking for? So my question is, if somebody casts another spell to get my head snapped on, you can't touch it. So the question is, who's going to be honest about my BMW being gone. Anton, Mr. Hayes, Eddie's Auto, Williamsburg Police, Kim Hoops, where's my tools, my social security information, and all my information when y'all broke my car window, went through my shit. Because there's witnesses that seen y'all driving my car, Antoine. There's witnesses of y'all busting my windows. Young Carlos, Stacey Anderson's friends. Tammy, counterfeit money. Tammy's son and Erica's children sending fentanyl and shit to the prisons through dark web. I have the receipts for it too. I ain't never been on the dark web for nothing. And then I hear Darnell say to Stacy, let me sleep in the bed with you. And she thought about it for a minute, and then it clicked in. Oh shit! Oh, well, you supposed to be my man. Shit, no the fuck I ain't. I'm like shit, motherfucker. I'm just here to keep him sleeping in my goddamn truck. Well, I didn't have my truck no more, but after so many setups of oh man, it was crazy. And like I'm seeing it. Well, I'm talking about it now because I'm getting the pictures expanding. Like, oh shit. Forget Lincoln Avenue, the root of this bullshit is that these have never been my friends and family in the first place. So I'm going to have to get my Abraham on and get away from them altogether, which is not a bad idea. So I hope there's an inheritance maybe. And I'm out. Start a new life somewhere else. Where they can't come. Because I'm not Joseph in the Bible. Let's find some more education. I don't want to do it. But you know what's funny? I told all my family members, all my dear grandmothers and grandfathers and uncles, you know, I've seen my Aunt Alice, the head of the family, and she told me what y'all was doing. That's why she don't fuck with you, just leave y'all shit. Same thing with Uncle George. Corinne and Rainey up in New York or Tennessee or Florida, y'all at, y'all a cold piece of work. You're a cold piece of work, man. So if anybody want to know what I had to go through, here's the scripture. Marry a prostitute. See, the black prostitutes don't like God. That's why they don't like Hosea. See, in order for me to come here, I had to prove to God that you're still prostitutes. You're still whores to yourselves and dogs to the world around you. And you see they took the holy name Nun, which means fish, and manifested into what? A pig. That's why your main diet is pig and not pork. So if anybody want to know why your main diet is pork and beef, this is why. you're a hypocrite. Period. If you call yourself black and African American, it's because you are used to hypocrisy. And you're a prostitute. Here's your Rap City community cult that they kill you for insurance money. Nobody wants to earn shit no more. Everybody wants to say, let's get married, and then they kill you for the insurance money. You better be careful. I'll help y'all out with this. The Crimson Transmission Cryptographer. And you notice the word Asher Gambit, like as in Asher in the Bible. The alternity kill. See, this is their religion, man. Nobel Prize. Look, look, what do you have that? I have called to Nobel Prize, period. We depart to defend the shames. Betel, Delphos, Betel, Delphos. This is a language. And these are your handlers of black and white society. Sandra, you know it's supposed to be an X, not an S or a C. Kendra knows the first blood spill. Told you about the ritual. Look. Look at this. Let this affront by soul be nothing more than a minor distraction, comma, Betel. Humans have long spoken of the myth of Pandora's box. Once opened, its evils never to be captured again. And yet, comma, the King Crimson have resealed such boxes since before humanity first divided from one cell to two. You see that? The first cell was Adam and Lilith. Wow. Let me see if I can turn this off without fucking up this. I don't think they're gonna let me. So we're going to end the video with that small chat right there. Let me find another photo to chit chat about when we close out. Oh, I want to give big ups to, what's that sister's name for the Caribbeans, man? She played Black Lazy. Oh, man, you my shorty, man. Hey, I like to see y'all guys, man. Man, y'all chill card readers, y'all the shit, man. Fuck what they heard, man. Y'all cool as hell. Y'all alright in my book, man. The ones that's being honest and righteous and believing in the Most High, man. Man, y'all fucks with y'all, man. Y'all funny as hell. Also, Afro Zen. If you, bro, Afro Zen.
This is a reminder. Make some call on in charge. This is a reminder. Make some call on in charge.
Okay, whatever that was about. forget. And I told her to do something, forget. Look at this one. I'm going through a lot right now. We cool, you know what I mean? No, it's not emotional. It's that, wow. That's all it is. It's just that TV. It's this movie on Tubi. This is another way that Most High told me about Erica Beverly and Stacey Anderson to wrap this up too. Every time, because I just want to get out the crib, so I'll go visit her in the daytime. And every time I went over her crib and she put a movie on, the movie would tell the story of how my family's treating me and so-called friends and step family. This is another reason why I'm making this video and all the rest of those videos, and I'm saying y'all names now. Who's ever making these movies on Tubi for black entertainment, they got these black wannabe stars actually living this shit. Because there was a movie about this scam called Zoe. And what this girl did, what Erica Beverly did, was to get all these cards from New Jersey. And she had a plug with a family member from Detroit or somewhere like that. And they had all overseas plug through somebody in service. And they had a hookup on how to get cards pinned and magnetized. And they would sell them with other people's names on these cards. And they sell them for like 3 bands, 4 bands, 5, 10, depending on who you is, 20 bands. But it's all on this card. Well, needless to say, everybody around the girl damn near got murdered. She runs out to Philadelphia, Godfrey, and his wife, his girlfriend, another witch doctor from Philadelphia, living shady side, selling dope, having sex in different people's booties, poisoning our communities, and selling dope to the white community. Because his words was, I'm gonna put as much dope to these white communities as I can. So that's my exchange to the white community. For y'all exchange information on these niggas in this black community. Good looking. Life for life. So since y'all want to do black magic and witchcraft is still my energy, I might as well tell what you're doing with your energy since you want to take mine. Because all of you out here doing wickedness and then tell the world and social media it's me when it's you. So let me tell on myself since I got your energy. Y'all wasn't expecting that flip-flop. I told you I like the bubble. My name is Mr. Goldfish. I like the bubble. And I'm Steak McDirt. I like to play the dirt. I like to get dirty. I'm a dirty nigga at times. I can. I ever get that skill. I did not forget my hood codes or my street survival tactics and all that shit. Don't let scripture and intelligence, and because the motherfucker said he don't do shit no more, don't mean he forgot shit. Assholes. Because he don't do shit don't mean he forgot shit. It just gives him the luxury to do shit when he feel like it, unlike your broke ass. And that's a shame when you gotta rob and steal and kill a motherfucker, and you got a house, cars, clothes, hoes, clubs, all types of shit. And especially if you're an old ass woman with a bunch of money and property all over the fucking place, and you still jealous of a nigga. How y'all jealous of a nigga that ain't got shit? That's the part I want to hear make sense. How do you smoke a blunt next to 3 of your homies that's actually putting in work while you acting like you putting in work because grandma always bail you out, or daddy, or your girlfriend? And you know what's sad about you niggas? All of you. If it wasn't for crime or drugs, you would literally live on your belly. If you remove these crimes y'all do, that does no good for good or evil. The crimes and shit y'all do, all of you, has no good or evil use for existence. It's just pure, y'all just pure wicked, man. This is Doublelicious.com, another Fly Paper production. This is your host, Jose Omar Weathers. The real. Take care of each other, man. Don't be like these motherfuckers, man. Say something when you can. Only cowards keep their fucking mouth shut and be mute and play dead and act dead and live dead and let niggas like niggas from Zoo York, monkey looking motherfuckers, regurgitating parrot ass niggas. Good, before we ask you to bust this video, we ask that you confirm this video according to your divine will, as you protect us as we go to and from our destination. As we protect us from ourselves, from our enemies, and from what we know and we don't know. Y'all, you are our Savior. Y'all, you are our foundation. By the power of the Holy Spirit.com, the prophets before me and after me, we say, Arriba, Dirce.